Today for our lab we will be making a wet mount slide to view the plant cells by looking at the onion skin that we are going to dye with iodine, and then we will be making the wet mount slide by placing the cover slip on the surface of the onion skin after we add the iodine. We'll start with a slide, our iodine, and we want to be very careful with the iodine. Once we have finished with the iodine, we want to immediately put the stopper lid back on so it doesn't spill. Iodine will stain clothing permanently, so we must be very careful with it. We also have in our dispensing cup our cover slips, and then you will be given a small piece of onion that you will remove the onion skin from the underside. What I mean by that is you will be removing it from the inside curve. So from this side of the actual onion piece. So what you'll do is, using your fingernail, you will separate the very thin 1 cell thick layer of the onion skin from that onion peel. Now this is very tedious, but it's very important that we are careful with this and we remove a large enough piece. Now it will curl and wrap around on top of itself if we don't keep it flat, so we must keep it from doing that. So you want to very carefully move it, see how it's starting to try to roll, over to your cover slide, putting it down and then flattening it out. This is probably too large of a piece, so I'm actually going to remove a portion of this because we want it to fit under the cover slip. I will cut your pieces smaller. So notice that it has rolled on itself, so what I'm going to do is flatten it out so we don't have those rolled places under the microscope. Next, what we will do is we will apply 1 drop of iodine to start with, and that's probably not going to cover it, so we want to apply 1 more drop. Now when we place the cover slip on this, that should be plenty. So the cover slips that are inside this cup are very thin glass, so you want to be careful with them. They will break. And we will set this on top of the onion skin and iodine to make our wet mount slide by holding it at a very low angle and then gently releasing it onto the surface. If we very gently tap it with our finger, we can remove some of the air bubbles that we might see. The rest of the onion we need to just throw away. Your slide is now ready to place underneath your microscope for viewing. Once you are ready to clean this up, you will simply take your slide and you will remove the cover slip underneath the water in your sink as you are letting the water run into the sink, and that will wash the iodine away, and then you can remove the onion skin, throw it away, rinse your cover slip and your slide, and then lay the cover slip and slide on a piece of paper towel, fold the paper towel over it and pat them dry. and then place them back in the container for the next class.